up there, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I want to know, have you ever been invited to a wedding with a color scheme? Well, I'm in that dilemma right now, and that is what I want to talk about today. So in a few weeks, I will be attending my friend's wedding, and she has released a color palette for guests to adhere to, and I will put that color palette on the screen. Yes, have a look at that. I have been finding this color palette to be difficult to find anything to match this color palette. On top of that, her theme is African style. So she will be wearing probably an African style dress. I don't know from what part of Africa, but African style. So imagine these muted colors with your typical kind of Ankara fabrics that you might associate with an African dress, and I've been finding it extra difficult. So at first I wanted to make something for the wedding because, you know, I'm creative. I've been sewing. That would have been so cool, but of course I couldn't find any African style fabric to match that color scheme. And so I started looking for any type of fabric in that color scheme. And I even asked people at the sorority retreat to help me find fabric when we went out shopping. And even they were like, girl, we don't know. So I knew it wasn't looking good. So then I thought, you know, I'll find something thrifting. You know, I'm a good thrifter. I love to thrift. So I can find a fancy dress with these colors, no problem. Again, I've been here, I've been there. I've been a lot of places, and I've found a couple things, but nothing that combines these color themes, color palette, and an African style. So, you know, more basic things that you might find for any wedding. But, you know, if that's what I can find, maybe I can dress it up with some accessories. So that's an option. Then finally I thought, you know, maybe I could go ready to wear. I didn't really want to go new, so I thought maybe I could rent something. So I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to try the rented market, like Rent the Runway and other services like that. So I did go up there, perused through their selections. Again, didn't find any African themed items, but I did find some interesting pieces that appeared to go with the color scheme. So we'll see how that goes. So in this video, I want to share with you some of the things that I'm thinking about for this wedding, both handmade perhaps, we'll see, some thrifted options, and then some rented items as well. And then I would love your help in the comments to tell me if I have gotten the colors correct, or, you know, which one of these would go best for this wedding. So let's go. So in terms of fabric that I was able to find that I think matched the color scheme, here are the options. I found this, and I'll put the color scheme up on the screen so you can have a reference. I found this. So this is geometric print, kind of dark gray themed fabric I showed in my last fabric haul video. It's a cotton, and I got this thinking that I have finally found something to match. It's a neutral, it's understated, but it has some geometric shape to it or pattern to it that's not African, but, you know, has some, you know, some interest to it. So I thought about that, and I thought of making a whole dress, but time is running short. So I don't think I'm gonna go with this for this time, but I do love this fabric. Then I perused my thrifted items that I already had, and I had these curtains. The feel is kind of natural feeling, like a natural fiber, maybe more on the linen side. And I thought that would do something, but then I thought, is this fancy enough for a wedding? Plus, I don't know how much yardage I have. It's just like, actually, I just think it's one curtain panel. So then I thought, okay, well, maybe I can make like a little accessory, like maybe a peplum belt or something to go with an item I already have. So I don't have any ideas for that, but that was a thought. Then finally I went to the Goodwill bins looking for something to upcycle. And so I found these two curtain panels, and this has a little bit of more sheen to it. So I thought that might be something interesting that I could possibly make with that. Again, maybe a jacket or overlay or something like that. Then I saw this, and I didn't want to go white. I mean, the colors have a light kind of cream texture, color on the palette, but with this design, and I think this is another curtain, quilted curtain or something like that. With this, I thought I could make like a bolero or something like that. So I think that's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna go with this one. And the dress that I have already is this dress. So this is another neutral dress. I already have this one. It's like a bodycon fitted dress, but it has like a mesh overlay. Looks really good on. And so I'm gonna make the bolero, and then I'm gonna put these together. Do you think this goes together? Look, matching colors is not my forte. So we will see what happens. You think that goes together? We will see. So the pattern on the screen I'm going to use to make the overlay bolero. I really wanted a fancy looking bolero with like puffy sleeves. I think that would have been really cool, but I couldn't find a pattern to make one. And so I'm just going to use a simple pattern that I have already. Make the bolero, overcoat, cardigan, whatever, and then try it on with this and see how that looks. So once I have my handmade item with my already in my closet dress, and once I get my thrifted dresses back from the cleaners and my rented dresses in from the shipping, we're going to put them all side by side and try everything on and see what will be on top.
Several days later.
So I have all of my outfits, all of the rented outfits, all of the thrifted outfits, and we're ready to decide what we're going to wear for this wedding. Again, my goal was to avoid buying anything new, any finished garment new. I could buy fabric if I found it, but I wanted to kind of stick with either something I had, something I could make, something I could thrift, or something I could rent. So here are the options. And then at the end, please let me know what you think I should wear. Okay, so the first option we will look at is the something I had already plus a handmade item. I have this beige slinky bodycon dress. I will model it on the screen. This is a size small. I think I got this from a boutique called Fox's, one of my favorites. Well, probably my favorite. Store to buy ready-made clothes. And then I made this bolero. I will put the pattern on the screen, but it's just a simple like short crop jacket I made from that material I showed earlier. I think it was a curtain or something. I ended up taking out the inside. It had batting inside. I thought I was gonna like make a quilted thing, but I took it out and just used the outside material, and it's kind of shiny white with the cross stitching on it. And I'll put me modeling the outfit together on the screen, but I think it's cute. You know, it gives it a little bit of interest. This is the bolero. The material is a little stiff, so the arms slink out, but I still think it's, you know, fancy enough to wear for a wedding. So that is option number one. So like I realized while I was thrifting and looking for fabric, I don't think I will be in the African style dress that she is requesting. So I'll just be black tie optional. That was the other option. Maybe I could find some accessories, but these are what I found thrifted wise. This is a David's bridal dress. It's a lot more green than it looked like in the store. So this is a size 6, and I think it fits pretty well. No adjustments needed. It's in great shape. I got it for $2, so even if it's the wrong color, I picked it up anyway because, you know, it's something you can wear to a gala or some other fancy event or another wedding. So a $2 dress that may or may not fit the color scheme is a win anyway. This one I picked up on shopgoodwill.com. This was a thrift that I wasn't able to see in person before I bought it, so I only got to see it when it came in the mail. I think in total I paid $21, including shipping and handling. And it is a Zazie dress, A8. I got it because the color scheme, or the color, looked like one of the colors on the palette. Plus it had the fancy bodice work as well. It ended up being floor length. I wasn't expecting that, but that's pretty cool. I think it fits okay. I think the bust is a little high on me. But I think it fits okay. It could be, I could have got a 6 if they had one. Of course, it's thrifting, so you don't have size options. But what do you think of this one? Finally, this one is the last one I was able to pick up that I think would match the color scheme. It's black with kind of gray polka dots, and it has an interesting bodice where it's like, I don't know, ruched or something like that. It is a Dress Barn collection. Do you remember Dress Barn? I used to love that store. They had the cutest dresses. But this is a size 8. So sometimes you can't go by the size because I'm a size 4, 6, and this is an 8, but it fits really well in the bodice, and it's like at the knee or a little below the knee. Very cute. Fits very well, looks great. Dress Barn has been closed for like 8 years, so it's not a recent dress. So this is another option as well. Let's talk about these Rent the Runway dresses. So I tried all of them on. They were all very nice, but some fit better than others. Some look better than others on me. And so let's get into them and see which one we like. I'll put the designer details and the size details on the screen, but I tried on this kind of gold and black dress. It's kind of a slip dress. There's no lining to it. It has a slit on one side of the leg, and it's a cowl neck on both ends with a little connector at the back. I think the fit was okay. It could be a little tighter for me around the torso. The main thing that I didn't like about this dress was at the zipper, there's a little bit of damage. It's starting to come loose at the zipper, probably from multiple wear and tears. So at that place, it wasn't laying flat and it was kind of poking out a little bit. And it's not my place to fix garments, I don't think. Other than that, I do like the color scheme and the print, and it feels really nice. Not sure what the material is. So, and it's floor length, so there were some pluses and some minuses to this one. Let me know what you think about this one. Okay, this one is another floor length gown. It's strapless, and it has like a deep V in the bust area. It also has a slit on one side. I'll put me modeling it up there, and also on the website, the details of the material was more pronounced, like it looked more silver and black, but in real life it's more like black on black. The little texture parts are like, I don't know what it is, but it's not sequins or anything, so not sure what it is. The fit was a little loose. I'd have to find like one of those cup strapless bras that, not a regular strapless bra, but like just for each cup or whatever, to give it a little bit more shape in there. But I did feel luxurious. If it fit a little better up top, this could be a contender. This next dress I was really hoping to love because I really liked the fabric. I think it's a jacquard but on one side it's like black and gray, light gray, and a little bit of gold. But on the inside, you can see it when you walk. It's a high-low dress, and it's got more gold on the inside. It's a halter neck. The fit was okay. It was just a little loose right in the bust area. I did like the length. It's a little stiff. It doesn't feel, you know, super luxurious or comfy on, but I really did like the look. Just wish the fit was a little better. This dress was very flowy. I really picked this one out because I like the shape of it, how the bust kind of flowed out into the skirt part, and the different materials. The top is like a velvet up top, and then you got tulle and whatever is under here. The first thing I noticed when I unboxed this dress was that it was very wrinkly. Like this part is wrinkly, like all the layers of the skirt are wrinkly. So I guess that's something I could steam out before I were to wear this. But other than that, this has shoulder pads in it. I liked the dress. I just think, again, the fit was a little too loose up top for me. Even the sides have a little bit of extra room in there. So if it were a little snugger in the bust area or the torso, this would have been a really great fit and a good look, I think. Finally, we have this dress, which is a strapless dress with side sleeves on it, nothing on the shoulders. This dress is a sheath, more of a sheath dress, and it has like crochet details overlaid on top of the bottom lining of the dress, black and white, really intricate crochet elements. As you can see on the screen, it fit really well. It fit snug up top. This was a size 4, just like the rest of them, but this one fit just how I was hoping it would fit, and I have no notes. I think it was really pretty. No notes at all. So that is all that I have. I'm not doing any more shopping, any more looking. What I'm going to wear is what I have presented in this video. So please let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite. Did you like one of the thrifted dresses, one of the rented dresses? Did you think what I had in my closet already fit the bill and I should have saved all of my money and just worn that? If that is the option, I'm going to be very upset. Just kidding. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I will be looking at them and making my decision very soon because the wedding is coming up. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please go ahead and give it a like as well as subscribing if you're interested in videos like this or in videos about sewing or thrifting or anything like that. Hope you have a great day. Peace.